Welcome. I'm fired up to explain what the next 6 weeks of training are going to look like for you. You should have received an Excel packet that has a ton of different tabs and opportunity of workouts that you're going to follow. Please understand that this is so much more than just a training program. You need to make sure you set yourself up for success by having proper nutrition, proper hydration, as well as adequate sleep throughout this phase. In addition, you're going to be able to train intangibles like never before. One thing we always say is character's best judged when no one's watching. You're not going to have a coach or teammates holding your hand during this phase. You're going to need to develop your character that's going to last beyond just athletics. It's going to set you up for success for the rest of your life. Now, within this program, you need to pick a style of training relative to the equipment that you have. There are a bunch of different opportunities. The most aggressive is going to be our progressive overload. This is going to need access to a full gym. Number 2 is going to be build your own. That's going to need some equipment, whether it's stability balls, dumbbells, or bands. Circuit workouts, you can have no equipment or some equipment to accomplish these. Household items, workout, you do not need anything except for what's in your house. And then running workouts, you're not going to need anything as well. Now, you need to find out what you have, but understand that you can bounce around from program to program. For example, if you only have a barbell, my suggestion would be that you work with a progressive overload program for as much as possible, and then you move to a build your own for equipment that you don't have and make your own style of training within those voids. Now, if you are on a progressive overload program, make sure you follow this video link to understand how to use percentages. There is a percentage chart right here on tab 6, so you can use that within your program. I will now move over to the progressive overload program to give you an understanding. This is week 1, week 2, week 3, so on and so forth. You will follow the exercises to the left for the sets and reps associated with it. You will use your target. Again, this is explained in that embedded link to fill in your numbers, and you will adjust your target relative to that range set or that highlighted set within. Follow that link to understand. Our next style of training is going to be a build your own program. With this, you can see that tab 7 is a layout for what you need to do to set yourself for success. There are 4 different days here. Day 1 is going to be a lower body strength workout. You can see on the left-hand side, it says multi-joint strength, posterior chain strength, single leg strength. What you're going to do is move to the next tab, which has a list of exercises, and fill in relative to the recommendation. For example, strength, multi-joint, pick one for that exercise block. Posterior chain strength, pick one for that exercise block relative to the equipment that you have. Moving back to the build your own program. Once you hit the second half of the week, you're going to see that the program gets a little bit more dynamic. For example, this is multi-joint strength dynamic, posterior chain strength dynamic. These are complex. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a strength exercise, follow it by a dynamic. I'll give you an example here with a single leg strength followed by a single leg dynamic. Clicking to the next tab, here's the single leg strength. I'm going to pick single leg squats, either using a dumbbell or barbell, and then I'm going to go to single leg barbell, or check that, single leg dynamic squats with just body weight to be done immediately afterwards. There's also a sample program to the right of this build your own layout. The example I just gave you is here. Here's single leg dumbbell squats, complex with single leg dynamic squats. You will do your right leg and your left leg and immediately follow it with your dynamic version right afterwards, rest, and then repeat. In addition, we have a couple more samples with this to give you other opportunities. Here's a build your own program that involves bands and dumbbells. So if that's all you have, you can use this to change things up. You will pick 2 exercises within this block and you will accomplish those. You will pick 1 to 2 here. In addition, we also have another one with just dumbbells. Again, just pick within these blocks. So that's our second style of training. Moving back to our table of contents here, The next one is going to be circuit workouts. Your circuit workouts, we have opportunities if you have nothing at all or if you have equipment. Those are in red. Here would be a body weight circuit. The first thing you need to do is go to this Circuit Training 101 and understand why and what you're doing. There then are exercises, explanations embedded at the top, and then a demo of the workout going through. Make sure you follow this to set yourself for success. The next opportunity is going to be a household item workout. If you have access to nothing at all, this is a great opportunity for you. This is going to be the purple tabs. If I click on tab 13, here's a lower body book bag workout. There's a link associated with it. Make sure you view that before you go into the training. The reps and sets are here, and the explanation is here. There are other opportunities. There's a lower body workout, number 2. There's also an upper body workout with a book bag, water jug, towel, so on. Your next training is going to be in yellow. This is going to be running workouts. These are at the back end of your program, very similar to the household workouts. Here are your sets, your reps, your exercises, and a video associated with it. Technique is very important, so don't just get a sweat and make sure you understand what you're doing by following the video. If you have a parent or a sibling that can watch you and coach you, that's phenomenal. If not, just videotaping yourself and checking out your technique is going to be a great tool as well. Now, going off of that, there is a link, number 4, training videos. If you click on that, that'll take you to all of our exercises. Whether you know how to do squats or bench press or not, my suggestion is that you watch that first to get an understanding of our expectation for that exercise. I talked to you about nutrition and sleep. There are tabs here as well to give you a better understanding of that. Our hierarchy goes rest and recovery, fueling, and then training. We need to make sure that you define these first 2 blocks. Follow this. Get your 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Wake up consistently. Make sure that you stop stimulus before you go to bed. Have it cool and dark and quiet in your room. You're eating. Make sure you follow phase 1. Get structure. Make sure you understand when you need to eat. Once you get that down, understand what you're eating. Make sure you evolve in this area. This will set you up for success, not only with your training, but every aspect of life. Hopefully this troubleshoots some of the problems that you may have with your programming, but please reach out if you have any questions regarding this. Thank you.